I already worked for the National Trust before this job, doing the same job at a different property, and it was a great opportunity to move properties, and the stories, what came out, the homeliness of the property was such a nice kind of place to work. I absolutely love finding out kind of the interesting things when you go into a new room and see what's behind that closed door. It's really kind of exciting, and being able to share that with other staff and volunteers is great. My job's so varied, and that is the best bit about it. One day I can be up the ladders cleaning or scaffolding, and the next day outside kind of doing something. It's just so nice to kind of meet new people, mix with them, learn new things from them. The best thing about the last year is I've led on the Prejudice and Pride, the LGBTQ stories in the house, and it tells the story of our 5th Marquess. We've had a performance. I got to take some volunteers down to London and kind of introduce them to a different property and the events, what happened there, what has been great as well. So quite often volunteers ask the question, have you seen every part of the house? Do you know every part of the house? I've been here 2 years now, and only last month did I actually get to go into the basement and explore all the underground tunnels, what was really exciting for me. The biggest skill in my job is being careful, because you're handling lots of collections what are really old, historic and precious. Creativity in the job's really important, so we were trying to replicate some old documents, and so we kind of the tea staining on them to give them that aged effect. When I was 10, I had no idea about working for the National Trust. I suppose later on I considered possibly doing in art history, but not tourism and being able to tell the stories in the house. The best way to inspire people is show them what I do, because not everyone understands what actually happens with our job. It's with the variety. They might see us in the rooms talking to them, but actually the biggest thing what goes on is behind closed doors, and we can interest them by showing them, and they can come and volunteer and get exposure to what we actually do in the Trust. So telling the stories in the house is one way we can inspire people to connect with it. Last year, when I was going through a box of objects, I came across a selection of bombs from the Second World War, and we have had them looked at by the army, and they said they're the best they've ever seen, and that was really exciting. I think it would be fantastic if more young people got involved and found out what was available to them at the Trust. If you would like a job in my sector, it'd be great if you enjoy history, art, science, and the best way to get involved is to start volunteering as soon as possible.